Okay, everybody, here we go. And I mean, here we go. It's time for us to make history. What we're going to do, you and me, in just less than a year from today, is we're going to make people listen to us. It's time that we, the people, stood up and opened our mouths and let our voices be heard and demand a constitutional money system, period. We have been being raped by the Federal Reserve in this case and other central banks now for more than a century, with the US dollar now losing 98% of its purchasing power. Have you had enough? At the end of this, I'm going to ask all of you a specific question. So I want you to stick around till the end. So people, I want to start off with, with this. This is in your inbox. If you subscribe to my free newsletter, I'm just going to read this to you. And let's see if we can kind of agree. So, are you willing to fight? Lions, we the people can again have a constitutional money system. Let's define a constitutional money system. Gold and silver are legal tender according to the U.S. Constitution. It is not central bank issued notes, fiat currency, or cryptocurrency. Before I move on, what really sparked this was my anger yesterday. Thanks, Mitch. My anger yesterday was what I believe is another deception. Okay. What am I talking about? This so-called great event, which has yet to happen, was supposed to happen yesterday, an announcement by President Trump that he has a plan to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. Look here. Don't look over there. It's the same tactic that has been used against we the people since time immemorial. And I've had enough. I had enough yesterday. I've had enough now. It's been building up inside of me, and now I am at a boiling point. So now it's time for us. If we can't get anybody, and it's not going to happen, to help us, we have to do this ourselves. You understand? We, the people, we're supposed to govern ourselves. Now it's time we do that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, Lions, we, the people, can again have a constitutional money system, but we must be willing to fight for it. Central banks, and in this case, the Federal Reserve, will use every weapon in their disposal to keep their debt-based slave system going. The Fed will use everything to prevent this. Jeffrey, thank you. They will even utilize the United States military to stop us. The United States military is the enforcement arm of the Federal Reserve. Henceforth, why wars, expanding wars, build up to war. War generates more cash for the military-industrial complex than any other endeavor on the planet Earth. Also, disease process, warp speed vaccines, and everything else. 3.6 trillion with COVID. Okay, thanks, Les. So it's time. Let me go on here. They will use the U.S. military against us, if need be, in order to prevent a return to constitutional money. So, are you willing to fight? Are you willing to hold people accountable? The United States does not need to be the crypto capital of the world. Nothing but a deception, a distraction from the real problem. Okay, we need to be the constitutional money capital of the world, and people, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. What we're going to do is going to be so big. We are going to make history, people, history. I've already reached out to everybody that I know of, getting them on board with this, and everybody's on board already. For you, for my fellow YouTubers and truthers out here, I want you to reach out to your audiences. This is going to happen, okay? July 4th. 2025. We march peacefully. Okay. I already got all the groundwork going on here on the Federal Reserve. And we are going to sit there and make them listen to us. We are going to demand constitutional money, a constitutional monetary system. We're sick and tired of being taken advantage of. This institution is public enemy number one. They are the enemy here, a criminal cartel of the highest possible order, and they're destroying all of us. The Federal Reserve, in concert with other central banks, will have their bases in every continent around the world. People, it's time. Don't you agree that it's time for us to do this? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. We have a large enough amount of people between myself and everyone else that I reached out to today that we can have tens of thousands of people to march on the Federal Reserve, Washington, D.C., July 4th, 2025. Here's my question I was going to ask at the end. I'm going to ask you now. Are you with me? Are you with me? Because we need to do this, period. I think we're on the same page here. Thank you, 900 Octane. All right, people, look, man, this is it. Now, this is going to be a non-violent communication. All right, I don't even want to call this a protest. This is a communication. We are going to communicate to everyone we can find and scream at the top of our lungs that we want a constitutional money system. Period. We want to go back to constitutional money. Are we really asking for anything so monumental? This is what our country was founded on. Constitutional money, not central bank issued notes, fiat currency, cryptocurrencies, and we certainly do not need to be. Donald Trump, are you listening? The crypto capital of the world. So are you, Donald Trump, on board with all of us, or are we not going to hear a peep? Because I want to make enough noise that this makes it to Donald Trump and the other one over there, okay? This is up to you and me to make this happen. So our plan is very simple. We are going to amass as many people as we possibly can. We're going to get this out there everywhere. And there's going to be a lot more information on this moving forward. You follow this blog, you're going to be first to know. If you subscribe to my free newsletter, link in the description of this video, you're going to be first to know. We are going to organize this and we are going to take action because frankly, people, and I know I can speak for every single one of you that is here right now, we've had enough and it's time to take back the system. It's not going to change if we need to rely on anybody else. We have to do it ourselves. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. Because there is no other way, none. So we have to take this matter into our own hands. It is time. Are you with me? I know you are. I know you are, people. We can do this. It's just so freaking far out of control right now. It's unbelievable. A system here that is designed to empower the 1% and 2% at the expense of all of us. Think about it here. The entire world right now, HKS, thank you. Yes, we are. We're going to march together, all of us here. And all the YouTubers out here, all of us, all us truthers, we're going to be there with you, all of us. Okay. And I want you to be ready, man. I want to be out there with bullhorns and music and everything else you can think about here. We're going to hand out pamphlets because we the people demand a return to constitutional money. I want the United States to be the constitutional capital, the constitutional money capital of the world. Okay, where are you, Donald Trump? Do you hear us? We hope you do. Okay, because if not, I think you're gonna end up on the losing side of this, buddy. No doubt about it. Old Combat Bet, thank you. Purgatory Homestead, thank you too. All right, people, that's it, man. I really think that we're going to do this. Now, we're not going to fall through the trapdoors. What they're going to do, okay, they're going to try to stop us, of course. But there's going to be so many of us. They're going to be powerless. Thousands of people. That's what we need. And we're going to make it happen between myself, my fellow YouTubers out here, all of you who are going to get out there and make people aware of what's going to happen here. July 4th, less than a year from now, July 4th. You notice anything symbolic here? Okay. 2025. That's what we're doing. Period. The freaking end here. People, look. You, me, Carlos over here. Thank you. We are being forced to participate in a system that has done nothing but destroy all of us. This is an extinction level event. The middle class is being wiped out here. Not only that, we're leading up to a climax here. They're going to bring us to our knees. The economy is already a disaster area here. The stock market is defying gravity. We just yet again hit another record high. How many of you are surprised or shocked? Not a single one of you. Every single one of you has been with me for years, has been on the right side of this market, and I will never let you down. I promise you that since day one. We've been betting against the debt, becoming our own central banks, just as the Federal Reserve and other central banks are doing right now. They're acquiring gold at their fastest pace that they've done in the last 5 years. Why? They're acquiring gold, betting against the system that they're forcing us to participate in. Can you imagine that? But that's exactly what they're doing here. We can't do anything unless we do this ourselves. No one's going to do it for us, people. So again, we, the people of this entire world, and wherever you are, maybe we should schedule these protests all over this freaking world, okay, are being forced to participate in this economic theory of trickle down. Trickle down economics is a destroyer. It empowers the 1% and 2%ers. It fulfills the corporate agenda at the cost of, again, wherever you live in the world. Do you remember a time when small businesses were the backbone of the economy? Do you remember a time when there were mom and pop shops everywhere? They're gone. They're gone because of this mechanism of trickle-down economics. We need a bottom-up system, the polar opposite of what we're being told right now by both presidential selectees here in the United States. They're selling you the same thing because the whole world is locked into it. Because why? Because it empowers the 1% and 2%ers at our expense. Have you had enough of this here? We don't need lower rates. We need higher rates. We don't need a weaker currency. We need a stronger currency, but we need a return to constitutional money, period. That's what we want, and that's what we're going to get, and that's why we're marching on the Federal Reserve in Washington, D.C. on July 4th, 2025. Are you with me? John, thank you. And I tell you, people, I have really had it, and I think I can speak for every single one of you. So that's really it. I don't want to talk about anything else today because we already knew this. Everything that's happening in the market right now, you and I have called, we've nailed it to the wall. We've put ourselves in the right spots here for years. I have told you I will never let you down. You know that. I got your backs every way, upside down, backwards and sideways, and inside out as well. We got to take care of each other. We are a family here. This pride of Lions that we have built, you and me now, 260,000 strong, combined with the other YouTubers out here, we're in the millions. We are now in the millions, people. We're going to make this happen. We are going to demand what's rightfully ours, constitutional money. I am sick and tired of this fiat monetary system, this debt-based economic model that's designed to destroy all of us. Nation slaves, individual slaves to their system. Personal debt, household debt, consumer debt at record highs. Why? Because it's the nature of the beast, the debt-based economic model. We need to return to a sound money system, constitutional money, a wealth-based system. We're just asking for what our forefathers built into the system, which got stolen away from us. Are we asking for too much? I don't think so. We're not even asking. We're freaking demanding it. But again, we're not going to fall through the trapdoors. They're going to try to stop us, obviously. They want to see violence. We're not going to give them violence, okay? We're going to give them peace, okay? You win through peace, not through violence, not through war. You understand? We're not going to war. We're demanding what's rightfully ours here. So this thing is going to be peaceful, absolutely peaceful, and we're going to do it legally. They're going to try to stop us, but we are not going to allow that to happen. Are you with me? Are you with me? John Wesley, thank you. Lions of Norway. John, you represent the Lions of Norway now. You are the Lion of Norway. Anyway, that's what kind of their people, man? Have I said anything that is not making sense to you? Do you realize what we're going to do? We are going to make history. We're going to make sure they pay attention. This is going to be every single news outlet is going to be forced because we're going to use cell phones and because they're going to try to cover this up. They're going to not allow people to see what's going on. The protests that are already happening in other parts of the world, they can't allow you to see that. It must be hidden from you. But you understand, we have the power. We have the power of social media here. They might try to stop that too, but we're going to record the whole thing. We're going to force the media to come down and cover this here. We are not going to stop until we get what we want. We are going to demand what's rightfully ours is in the Constitution. We want constitutional money. We're going to make the United States, okay, the constitutional money capital of the world. Period. Now, understand what this means. What this really means is we're circumventing the entire Federal Reserve System. If we can take down one central bank peacefully, they all fall. Their system demands that debt be pulled into the system in greater and greater amounts. That means more war, more death, more pain, more scamdemics, whatever else they want to throw at us. Fredo, thank you. You understand? You understand? We can take the system back one central bank at a time. If we can take one down and just get what we deserve, constitutional money, it will start a domino effect around the world, and they lose and we win. You see, they weren't counting on this. They weren't counting on you and me. This pride of alliance that we've built all over the world, along with my YouTube truthers out here, all of us with followers in the millions. They're going to get a wake-up call, man, because they're going to hear directly from you, and they're going to hear directly from me, and we're not going to stop until we get what we deserve. Okay, we're not asking for anything crazy out here. We're asking for what's written in the U.S. Constitution. We want constitutional money. Is that really too far-fetched, people? Really? I don't think so. I don't think there's a single person out here that would say that we're wrong. And the more people that we can get to understand this message here. Some people don't even know what constitutional money is. I went off yesterday and I apologized to that person for doing what I did. Someone asked me, hey, Greg, what's constitutional money? This is where we're at here. This shows you the success that they have. People don't even know what constitutional money is. I should have just answered the question, but instead I got angry about it. I just couldn't believe that people don't know what constitutional money is. Anyway, people, that's kind of it, man. We need to get this out there. We need to get it out there as far and wide as you possibly can. And we're starting now. It's almost a year away here, a little less than a year away, which gives us a massive opportunity to get this out there, to let people hear this stuff, to talk about this stuff. This is, people, we are going to make history. Do you want to be a part of history? This is your opportunity to make a positive difference in the world, something that you, all of you, can look back on in your older years and say, I was a part of that. I was a part of that. It's going to be in the history books. We're going to make history, and they're going to be forced to cover it. They're going to try to cover it up. We're not going to allow that to happen. Just ain't going to happen. There's no freaking way. Yeah, the Fed is in a lot of trouble. And these central banks know, they fear us. You understand that? You understand that? We are the law, okay? We are the law. We make the rules. It's not them, these things, these creatures, there's non-human entities here. It's us. We are the law. We make the decisions. We choose our own futures. We don't need some creature to be put behind the resolute desk so they can make decisions for us. We govern ourselves. You understand? That's what this is all about. And all we want, all we demand, I mean, I really don't think this is too much to ask for, is a return to constitutional money. Donald Trump, are you out there? I don't think anyone here gives a damn about being the crypto capital of the world. Donald Trump, are you listening to me? Okay. We want to be the constitutional money capital of the world. Are you listening, Donald Trump? Okay. Let's see what happens. All of you who follow Trump, let's get him involved. Let's see. Let him put his mouth wherever is. You understand? That's what we need. Let's see what happens here. Let's make sure that he hears this. Jack, thank you. Anyway, people, I'm going to end this right now. Now it's up to you. It's up to you. First of all, I really wish we had more people here for this live stream. It looks like we just got over 1,000, which is honestly disappointing. But that's okay too, because every revolution, every solution starts out small. Okay. So we're going to start out small, and this thing is going to get huge. And we have almost a year to do it. But you guys and girls got to get involved. I'm calling on every single one of you, every single one of my lions and my lionesses out here. Okay. It's time for action. And we're not asking for anything that we were not promised or are not promised right now in the United States Constitution, a return to a sound money system, constitutional money. Okay. I don't think this is out there. And just wait until the media gets a hold of this, because it's coming. I guarantee you. And it's up to you. It's up to you. That's it, people. All right. Love all of you from the heart. I mean that. There's going to be a lot more on this moving forward. But again, once this video ends, just don't let it go away. You get out there. You share it. Social networks. Tell people what's about to happen. July 4th, 2025, we march peacefully, thousands, tens of thousands, on the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve building, just in case you don't know, in Washington, D.C. is where the offices of the Fed governors are. Yeah, the ones that actually run it all. All right, people, we're out of here. All right, this guy here from the heart loves you, Tyler. Thank you. And I mean that with all I got. We are so strong. We are so much stronger than you even know. Because again, like I said, I reached out to a bunch of people today. Everyone's on the same boat. Millions of people. Millions. And we're going to get thousands to do this. And I don't think we're asking for anything unjust. Do you? Anyone out here? Maybe members of the military, members of the police. You know, the Federal Reserve has their own police force. Did you know that? We're going to meet them face to face. Oh, yes, we are. When we go there, they're going to put out the Federal Reserve Police Force. There's going to be so many of us. Let's see what they do. People, as I said, peaceful protest, a march. We will be heard. They're going to listen. They're going to listen. We're going to get attention everywhere. There's no doubt about it. I'll see you in the morning, people. All right. I want to hear from you. Greg, I'm in. Greg, I am with you. That's my question. Are you with me? Let's see how many of you are with me. I want to hear if you're with me. Okay. I will. I'll see all of you later. Okay. No. Oh my goodness. What am I talking about? It's just Friday. So we're going to do what we always do every Friday, people. As a matter of fact, the market's closed on Monday. I will do my markets look ahead on Monday. All right. Labor Day, Monday. Get this video out there over the weekend. So what we do every single Friday, for those of you that maybe are new here, all right, want to join this pride of lions here, right, we look out for each other. That's what lions do. We protect the pride. Understand? Anyone that doesn't want to be a part of this pride, we're going to roll right over you. Okay, I'm going to promise you right now. You want to be a member of this pride, we welcome you with open arms. Don't get in our way. It's not in your best interest to get in the way of this pride or this daddy lion. I promise you that. Very, very bad idea. Very bad. People, bring it in. Bring it in. All right? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. I will see all of you Monday for Markets a Look Ahead. All right, Tyler, thanks again. All right? This is it, people. This is it. And as I said, we're not asking for anything that the Constitution of the United States doesn't promise us already. How can we lose? I don't think we can lose. Love you a lot. Have a great weekend.